Namaste to all. Welcome to my channel MA Tuitions. I'm Lida. If you're watching my channel for the first time, please like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to press the bell button. Then only you will get the notifications. Happy Independence Day to all. Today we are going to discuss exercise 3.4. The last class also we were discussing the same exercise. So let's move on to the exercise. Okay. First question. If we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, a fraction reduces to 1. It becomes 1 by 2 if we only add 1 to the denominator. What is the fraction? So first of all, you want to form the pair of linear equations from this condition, and then using elimination method, we have to find out the solution. So we have to find the values for the variables. Okay. So once more, listen to the question. If we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, you will get a fraction reduces to 1. So just think about the fraction. Its numerator equal to, we can take the numerator of that fraction equal to x and the denominator equal to y. We can take like that. Okay. So our fraction will be x by y. This will be our fraction. And it is given that if we are adding 1 to the numerator, that means x plus 1, and subtracting 1 from the denominator, that means y minus 1. So this will be the fraction. If you are adding 1 to the numerator and subtracting 1 from the denominator, your fraction, that means x by y will equal to 1, which will reduce to 1. So x plus 1 by y minus 1 equal to 1. You can take this y minus 1 to that side, then you will get x plus 1 equal to 1 into y minus 1 is y minus 1 itself. So this y can be taken to this side. So x minus y equal to, here y minus 1 is there. I am taking this one also to that side. You will get negative 1. So x minus y equal to negative 2. This will be your first equation. And one more condition is given that it becomes 1 by 2 if we only add 1 to the denominator. If you are adding 1 to the denominator only, you will get the fraction as 1 by 2. So I can write x by y is the original fraction. You want to add 1 to the denominator only. So I am adding 1 to the denominator. Then you will get 1 by 2. Just cross multiply 2x equal to y plus 1. Taking y to this side, 2x minus y equal to 1. This is your second equation. Now we can use the elimination method. For that I am writing the first equation just below the second one. X minus y equal to negative 2. This is your first equation. Here both the y's, the coefficients of y's are same. So what we can do, you can just subtract. I told you the last class we were discussing about how to determine whether you want to subtract or add the two linear equations. So I am changing the signs of all the terms in the first equation. So this will be minus, this will be plus, and this is also will be plus. 2x minus x is x. Minus y plus y is 0. 1 plus 2 is 3. So you got x equal to 3. Now we have to substitute or put the value of x equal to 3 in either of your equations. I am substituting x equal to 3. Put x equal to 3 in equation 1. So you will get 3 minus y equal to negative 2. Negative y equal to negative 2. This 3 will become minus 3. So you will get negative 5. So y can be written as 5. So your values are 3 and 5. And your fraction is x by y, isn't it? Which is equal to 3 by 5. So second question, this is a problem related to ages. That these types of questions we have already discussed when we are studying substitution method, isn't it? So, move on to the question. 5 years ago, Noori was thrice as old as Sonu. 10 years later, Noori will be twice as old as Sonu. How old are Noori and Sonu? So, in this question, we have to find out the present age of Noori and Sonu. So, we can take that ages as x and y. So, present age of, we can write present age of Noori as x and the present age of Sonu as y. Two conditions had given. So from that conditions we have to form the linear equations. First condition is 5 years ago. 5 years ago means Noori's age was x minus 5 and Sonu's age was y minus 5. And the relation between these two are thrice as old as Sonu. Noori was thrice means 3 times. So this was Noori's age and this was Sonu's age, and the relation between these two is this age will be thrice of this value. That means 3 into I minus 5. Okay, so we can make it to a linear form. In the standard form, x minus 5 equal to 3 into y is 3y. 3 into 5 is 15. So we can rearrange this. X minus 3y equal to negative 15. This minus 5 become plus 5. And you will get x minus 3y equal to negative 10. This is your first equation. And the second condition is 10 years later. That means after 10 years, their ages will be x plus 10 and y plus 10. And the relation between these two is this age will be twice. That means 2 times. So this is equal to 2 into y plus 10. X plus 10 equal to 2 into y is 2y plus 2 into 10 is 20. Rearrange x minus 2y equal to 20 minus 10. So you will get x minus 2y equal to 10. So this is your second equation. Now we can use the elimination method to find out the values of x and y. So we can write x minus 3y equal to negative 10, the first equation, and x minus 2y equal to 10, the second equation. Now we can, since the signs and the coefficients of x are same, we can subtract 1 minus 2. We can subtract 2, equation 2 from 1. For that, I am changing the signs of all the terms in the second equation. This will become minus, this will become plus, this will be minus. So x minus x is 0. Minus 3y plus 2y will become minus 1y. The largest number had the sign negative. So I put negative here. Minus 10 become negative 20. So y equal to 20 is your answer. Now we can substitute or put the value of y equal to 20 in either 1 or 2. I am substituting the value of y equal to 20 in first. So I'll get x minus 3 into 20 equal to negative 10. X minus 3 into 2 is 60 equal to negative 10. X equal negative 10 plus 60, which is equal to 50. So the ages of x means Noori. The present age of Noori is 50 and the present age of Sonu is 20. So third question, in this question a two-digit number is given and the sum of the two-digit numbers is 9. For example, if you are taking the two-digit numbers with the digits x and y, in that x and y, this is your two-digit number. We cannot write the two-digit number just like this since these two are variables. If you are writing xy, this means x into y. Okay. So I am taking the tens position as x and ones position as y. So we can write tens place digit is x and ones place digit is y. We can take like that. Okay. So if you are adding these two digits, that means x plus y will give you 9. So this is your first equation. And the second condition is given that also 9 times of this number. So how can you write this two-digit number in general form? So in your smaller classes, you have studied about the expanded form, isn't it? So if you are having 23, just imagine that 23 is your two-digit number. So 23 can be written as 2 into 10 plus 3 into 1, isn't it? This is the expanded form since 2 is in the tens place and 3 is in the ones place. That's why we are writing like this. Just like that also we want to write this xy. That means the number xy. Okay. So I am writing the number as 10x plus 5. So our original number is 10x plus 5. Now what we have to do? The number obtained by reversing. You have to reverse this xy. That means in the first case, if your tens place is x and your ones place is y, if you are changing the digits according to their place values, it will become tens place will become y and ones place will become x. So the number got by reversing the digits. After reversing your digits, how your number will become? This will be 10y plus x. Am I right? So we can write 10y plus x. And these two have a relation between them. That means also 9 times of this number is twice the number obtained by reversing it. That means 9 times of this number is equal to twice of this number. So we can write 9 into 10y, 10x plus y equal to 2 into 10y plus x. So this is the original number. It's 9 times means 9 into 10x plus y. This is equal to twice of the number got by reversing the digits. The reversing the digits, you got the number as 10y plus x, and twice means 2 into 10y plus x. Rearrange 9 into 10 is 90x plus 9 into y is 9y. 2 into 10 is 20y plus 2 into x is 2x. 90x minus 2x equal 20y minus 9y, isn't it? 90 minus 2 is 88x equal to 20 minus 9 is 11y. Okay, so we can divide both the sides by 11, which are the multiples of factors of 11, multiples of 11. So by dividing with 11, you will get 8x equal to y. Or we can write 8x minus y equal to 0. This is your second equation. So we have already got x plus y equal to 9, and here 8x minus y equal to 0. So I am writing this also there, x plus y equal to 9. This is your first one. Since the coefficients of y are same, just the sign is opposite. That's why we can add. We can add these two equations. After adding 8x plus x is 9x. This will become 0. This is 9. So x is equal to 9 by 9. You will get x as 1. Okay, x will be 1. Then what about y? Y equal to, we know that y equal to 8x, or substituting 2 or 1. Okay, y equal to 8x means 8 into 1, which is equal to 8. So you will got the answer, the original number as it is xy, you know. So the number will be 18. Okay. Fourth question. In that conversations in a bank, a person and a cashier is there. So Meena is the person. She went to the bank and she want to withdraw rupees 2000. And she said to the cashier that she needs only 50s and 100 rupees. 50 and 100 rupees. She need all the notes in 50s and 100s. Okay. And the cashier gave her a total of 25 notes. Total of 25 notes. Together 50 and 100, she got 25 notes. We want to find out how many 50s and how many 100s she got. Okay. So, we are taking the number of 50 rupee notes. Okay. 50 rupee notes can be taken as x, and 100 rupee notes as y. We know that all total of x and y is 25. Altogether she got only 25 notes. So x plus y must be 25. This is your first equation. And you know that the total amount is 2000. If you have x notes of 50 rupees, the total of 50 rupees is 50 into x. So 50x plus, and 100 rupee notes as y. The total number of 5 rupee notes, 100 rupee notes was y. So you can write 100y. And altogether she got the amount 2000. We can divide all the terms by 50. Since 100, 50 and 2000 is a multiple of 50. So this will become x. 100 become 2y. This will become 40. So this is your second equation. Okay. Now we can eliminate. By using elimination method, we can subtract 1 and 2. So I am writing x plus y equal to 25. The first equation just below this. And I am going to subtract 2 minus 1. So you can change the signs. This will all become negative. X minus x is 0. 2y minus y is 5. 40 minus 25 is 15. Isn't it? So the total number of 100 rupee notes is 15. And what about the total number of 50 rupee notes? You can substitute in any one of the equation. X plus y equal to 25. I'm substituting this y equal to 15. Put y equal to 15 in 1. Okay. So x plus 15 equal to 25. X equal to 25 minus 15. You will get 10. So the number of 50 rupee notes was 10. So we can calculate, just verify just like this. 100 rupee. So you will get 50 notes of 10 notes. Okay. 50 rupees 10 notes. And 15 100 rupees in number of 100 rupees is 50. Then you can write this is 500. This is 1500. A total you got as 2000. Okay. So this is correct. Got it. Very simple question. So last question of that exercise. There is a library. Two persons, Sarita and Susie, went there and they took a book. Sarita for 7 days and Susie for 5 days. So in that library, the condition is that for the first 3 days, a fixed amount is there. After, for each and every day, some more amount we have to pay. So we want to find out the fixed charge and the charge for each extra day. Okay. So we can take the fixed charge as X. Fixed charge as X. And charge for each day. Charge for each day is Y. So we can take fixed charge as X and the charge for each day as Y. So the condition given that Sarita took a book for 7 days and she paid 27 rupees. Sarita took a book, Sarita. For 7 days she paid 27 rupees. And what about Susie? Susie took the book for 5 days and she paid an amount of 21 rupees. So if your fixed charge is X for 3 days, isn't it? The fixed charge for first 3 days is fixed. So this means 7 days means 3 plus 4. This is the fixed date and this is the altering dates. Okay. So for the first 3 days he paid X rupees. Isn't it? We don't know how much he paid. It is X rupees. And for the next 4 days she had to pay 4Y. For each extra days, everyone want to pay 5 rupees. If she took 4 more days, she have to pay 4Y. So X plus 4Y equal to 27. And the total amount is 27. And this is 3 plus 2. The fixed days are 3. And the more days or the alternate days are 2. So for the first 3 days, Susie also paid X rupees. And for the next 2 days, she has to pay 2Y. And the total amount is 21. So these two are your equations of linear pair. So you can now eliminate X or Y and you can find the values of X and Y. Now we can write the first and second equation here. Using elimination method, we can find out the fixed charges and the alternating charges. Okay. So X plus 4Y equal to 27. This is your first equation. And the second one is X plus 2Y equal to 21 is your second equation. Since the coefficients of X are same, no difference in the sign also. So you can just subtract 1 minus 2. This is minus, this will become minus, this is also minus. 4 minus 2Y is 2Y. 27 minus 21 is 6. So Y equal to 6 by 2 which is 3. Now put the value, put Y equal to 3 in any one of the equation in 1. So X plus 4 into 3 equal to 27. X plus 4 into 3 is 12 equal to 27. X equal to 27 minus 12. 7 minus 2 is 5, 15. So our fixed charge for the first 3 days is 15 and for each day you have to pay 3 more rupees. Okay. So our fixed charge is 15 and charge for each day. Charge for each day will be 3 rupees. Got it? So we have completed our exercise 3.4. So we have studied substitution method and elimination method. Both are very simple. Practice the questions very well. Thank you so much for watching. So we will see you on the next video with the new topic.